Howdy, y'all. So on the next episode of Ricky's Big World, we gonna spill all the tea.
You said you can't have chicken.
Who said I can't have no chicken? You don't tell no southern child that he can't have no chicken. I know you lost your mind, Roxanna Hannah.
Back in the pizza world caverns, behind the test ovens, and in reality next to the bathrooms, it's Ricky's Big World.
Roxanna Jana, when you do that clapping thing, I just love it. I love it. I just love it. Hi, and welcome to Ricky's Big World. We are here in the pizza world. Oh my!
Oh, you made you a small one.
What is this?
We have so much. We have so much food.
Look at that! Can you see that? Oh my goodness! Trying to start a show, and then all of a sudden they're gonna do. He brings this.
We have a spread.
We got this beautiful pickle pizza.
Yeah, it's called the Big Dill.
Called a big deal. And then we got some
On thin crust.
On thin crust. And then we got some cheesy sticks. So, is this the Alfredo?
It is. It's the shrimp Alfredo pizza that is on our traditional dough. It is available for a limited time only. So if you miss it, then you gotta wait till next year.
I gotta try this. This is
Yeah, you've never tried it.
That is so much better than I thought it was gonna be.
Everybody's like, ew, pickles on pizza.
No, pickles on a little bit bigger, not the main course though.
What do you think?
Okay.
What do you think? Does it taste like a deep fried pickle, like I said, dipped in ranch? It does.
It tastes like a deep fried pickle dipped in ranch. I'm shocked at how good
You
this is.
thought I was lying.
I did.
I know.
I remember got these pickles in here anyway. So, what we're talking about today?
Well, you mentioned some stuff about your new car. You had to get a new car.
I had to get a new car. Okay.
We should talk about that.
You don't want to know why?
I do.
Okay.
Tell us the whole story.
So I had bought this truck. I won't say what kind of truck it is, but it was a 2004 truck. And when I first bought it, I didn't realize how much work it needed. I thought the price was good and everything else. I actually overpaid on this truck. So I take it in, and it was wobbling all over the place. And I needed a new rack and pinion put in. That was $1,600. Then I needed the cam phasers fixed. That was another $1,600. But nobody else would touch it except for one mechanic in the area. And so I went with them. I've been with them ever since. But moving forward, all of a sudden, what about a year later, I think it's been? Or was it 2 years I've had truck? Anyway, so I get, I take it by, and they're like, Ricky, look here, this truck is on its last leg. The whole thing is actually, it's not getting the power it needs. It's dying, and you've already put $10,000 in repairs in this $4,000 truck you bought. You get that?
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous. So I decide that, okay, fine. So I go looking around different vehicles and didn't like anything. On the way back to the area, I decided that I'm going to go stop at this one car dealer's. And I looked at this car, and I really liked it. And then went back on a Saturday, and the price was unbelievable. And I kept thinking, why is this car that inexpensive, right? And come to find out, it had the lemon law attached to it. So evidently the first person who owned the car had a original manufacturer problem, and because it took them either 3 or 4 times for them to actually get it fixed, then they slapped the lemon law on it, and they can't sell it for it because nobody's going to hardly buy it for the full price this thing is worth.
Right.
And so I wound up walking away with this beautiful Audi for less than $10,000.
Totally out of your wheelhouse. I feel like that was like a left field.
Do I look like an Audi driver? No. I'm not refined. I don't hold my pinky up. I mean, I can't take it in the woods.
I kind of remember a part of this story from a while ago. And I think there's one thing that you're leaving out about...
What am I leaving out?
Wasn't there a sticker?
A sticker?
I, for some reason, remember like a sticker...
On what?
Was it on your truck? And they gave you extra money or something for your truck?
Oh. Okay, all right, you want to bring that up. All right.
I do.
So I had went to, all right, on the left and right side, you know where the emblems are that says the name of the truck on the sides?
Yeah.
Or no vehicle? I had went and I bought these metal plates that go on. They just stick and peel. And it said Redneck Edition. And they gave me an extra $1,000 just because of that. And because they liked that much that they gave me more money on my trade-in.
I love that.
And I was like, "Are you serious?" And they were like, "Yeah, we love that." So somebody's gonna take it out. You know how much I paid for that? $8
Worth every cent.
that's the best investment. You know what? And I do stocks and bonds. I buy stocks and everything else. That's the best investment I ever had.
That's awesome.
So yes,
I think you need something for your new car that's similar.
I was gonna put Redneck Edition on that Audi.
Oh, were you?
I was gonna.
You should.
You want a piece of pizza?
I do. I'll
You want a
take
piece of
one
pizza?
for
Okay,
you.
hold on.
Look at how fancy you are.
Why am I fancy?
Well, I thought you were going to use that, but
I
you're not.
am.
Oh,
Hold on.
okay.
Hold on a minute. So we're gonna. Would you like a pizza of
I'll take it.
pickle pizza?
You're like, do you want half of it?
No.
Okay,
There.
perfect.
All right. So that's it right there.
I'm so surprised you love it. I'm glad.
I'm actually surprised how much I like it too. So this right here is good.
I like the cracker thin crust. I think it adds to like the deep fried pickle vibe, like that crunch.
Mm-hmm. Keep talking. I'm chewing.
Or like fill the space while I eat. Fill the space while I eat.
All right. So I've been enjoying the car. It's been a great car. I have no problems with it. And I drive 76 miles round trip every day from my house, working, and back. And so my gas mileage has been phenomenal. Before that big old truck, I was getting 14 miles to the gallon. And it takes 20 miles just to get here from my house or more. Maybe, no, it's 36 miles from my front door to work. And so the mileage difference in this new car that I got, or new to me, because this is a 2011, is ridiculous because I get over 30-something miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
And now, granted, the repair costs a little bit higher,
Right.
but
It's a fancy car.
it's fancy.
It's fancy.
It's fancy. Hold
Who
on.
knew you were so fancy?
Ding.
I love that.
All right, so yeah, so the car is great. Insurance is still low, but I've been hit twice since I've had it. I had one.
That's unlucky.
I'm not playing with y'all. If I got hit one more time, I was gonna get rid of it because it's got bad juju on it. So I was driving at the mall and behind it, and there was this car that was like right next to me, and it was going this way, and all of a sudden it decided that it's going to turn into the parking lot that's right next to the right of me, and just went boop, hit me, ripped straight down the line of the front door, ripped the front off everything. It's like $8,000 worth of damage.
I feel like you have the most interesting car stories.
Oh, really?
I do.
Okay, well, hold on. Get this. That was on August 12th. Then, either November or December 12th, I got hit again in the rear. And the lady actually left the scene, threw her insurance information at me, and she said, "I got things to do," and drove away.
I got things. Don't we all?
I'm like, okay.
I got things.
So
to do.
I called the Popo, and Popo came, and he was like, "She did what?" I said, "She just drove away." And then her insurance called me up and texted me everywhere, talking about, "Hey, could you help us out?" No. Talk to my insurance. Could you tell us what happened? Your client revved up her engine and hit the rear of my car. That's what happened. Self-explanatory. Okay, well, could you call us and no, talk to my insurance company. What is this mess? So that's the twice I got hit. And then Jennifer, she got hit On the 12th of yeah, because I got hit the second time on November. She got hit on December 12th. So 12.
That's crazy.
Now, like I said, if I got hit one more time with that car, I'm giving it away. No, I have to spray some sage on it, do some voodoo curses, and just say goodbye. I can't have it no more.
Do you know some voodoo curses for it?
Oh yeah, my grandmama was a Santeurian.
Well, there you go.
And she knew voodoo, and I listen. I know how to do some stuff. Give me some fried chicken, I can tear up somebody's life.
I have not remind me not to mess with you.
It's
Don't
crazy.
get on
It's great.
that side.
Because when I was a kid, I remember we went to the bank, and because she had to get some money out of the bank or something like that, and I remember going to the bank, and she goes in there, and the lady kind of treated her like mess, right? Didn't treat her very well, and then she the bank manager comes out, he does the same thing, and all because something happened with her balance, whatever. Grandmama, next thing I know, she's like, you know what, baby, don't worry about it. So we went home, and she went to the house, closed the doors into the room I wasn't allowed to go into, and all of a sudden I hear, all sorts of, shaka laka laka this, and boom booms, bam bam, and all this other mess, okay? And 2 weeks later, we go back to the bank. There's a note on the door of the bank that says closed for the funeral because the bank manager was in a terrible accident, and the brakes failed with the car going down a hill. And I said, Grandma, did you hear? She said, we don't ask questions, baby. We don't ask questions. So yeah, her power was real.
I'm not messing with you. I said I'm not messing with you.
No, because you got that karma thing. I can't sit there because what I do is if I have bad thoughts, which I rarely do, then what I do is I do
a pretty happy dude.
I do 3 things positive to make up for that one thing negative. So that's it right there. All right, so that's that.
We're gonna have to do an in-depth episode of your family, probably multiple episodes of your family. I'll put it on the schedule. We'll get to it.
Is that what you gonna do?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get to it because you don't want to know about my family. My family is raw.
Your
they're ghetto,
family is so interesting.
and they're mafia.
You mentioned that last episode. Just a hint.
What did I say last time?
Just that.
That they're mafia and
Yeah.
all that. I got to try this. Can I try this? This is the
Shrimp Alfredo.
Shrimp Alfredo. Look at that. How beautiful
got a
that
fork
is.
out?
Can you see it? Do you want a piece?
Yeah, I'll take a piece. Why'd you get a fork out?
Did they
I feel
cut?
like-
Did they cut the thing?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they did,
I feel
okay.
like people are gonna judge you for using a fork with pizza.
Well, I mean, judge away. Okay, just judge away.
People are very particular.
Would you like this? Would you like some of this? If you don't want none, then don't. Okay.
I feel like people
Here,
are very
grab some of the.
particular.
Just grab it. No, just go here.
People are very particular
Well, I'm trying to eat
about
my
how
food.
they eat pizza.
Just give me.
I feel like everybody has their own way, especially you. You
All
have
right.
a very unique way of eating pizza.
Normally, I pick the toppings off my pizza first, but all right,
Ghost.
Oh, Lord, that is delicious.
It is so good, right?
Let me pick from the napkin stand, microphone stand.
You're so fancy here.
I'm fancy. That's right. All right. So
This is so good.
you had mentioned that you wanted to hear the story about the cheese.
Yeah, you mentioned it in passing one time, and I haven't heard the complete story. And since we're on the topic of cars, I think it's perfect.
Hey, we can do that. All right. So here's here's what happened. So, my cousin was actually driving to a kid's birthday party, and he happened to have like so many pounds of the spray cheese, and like I'm not going to say the name of the brand, but anyway, unless you want me to.
I think it's up to you.
Okay, all right, anyway. So it was Cheese Whiz. So
Why do they have so much?
he had this like massive amount of Cheese Whiz because every kid was supposed to get a bottle of Cheese Whiz as part of the birthday party, right?
Oh, it's like a favor?
Yes, as a favor because they had all these other snacks and everything else. Like here, just throw them at them and let them do their own thing.
Okay.
So he gets a flat on his way over there because he ran over a nail or something. Anyway, it was on the side of the tire, which normally you can't even patch that. You got to buy a brand new tire. So he calls me up. He says, Ricky, he said, I don't have anything for my tire. I got a flat. And I said, well, I'm like 30 miles away. I can't get there in time. And I said, what do you have? And he started naming off all the stuff. And then he said the Cheese Whiz. And I said, oh, tell you what. Take that Cheese Whiz and you start filling the tire up with the Cheese Whiz. And when it starts going up a little bit, take some duct tape, slap on the side, and wrap it around from the outside in, right? From the outside of the tire into the rim and come around, right? So he didn't believe me that it was going to work. Guess what? It worked. He filled that tire up. He got it over there. It still maintained some air in it or cheese. But he said the problem was when he was driving over there was a trail of Cheese Whiz on the road all over the place, and raccoons were coming out trying to eat Cheese Whiz that was hot, stuck to the asphalt. And so,
I can imagine, like, you driving down the street being like, what is that on the road?
The car bleeding Cheese Whiz. So then when he gets to the kids' party, they have dogs, and they're over there trying to eat the tire. So he gets it to, the auto place. They changed the tire out, and the auto place actually took video and pictures of it, and they kept that tire as a remembrance of what happened with that thing. I need another piece of this piece out. Right, it was so good. I never thought it was gonna be that good.
Yeah, I know, because the way you looked at me, and you were so disappointed when I was like, do the big deal. You're like, I don't know.
The dominant food on this is pickle, so I would not have thought it was going to be a good.
Fair.
But when you said it tastes like fried pickles with ranch dressing, they didn't lie.
I'm telling you.
I got to finish my other one, the
Alfredo.
shrimp Alfredo.
I know. That one's so good. I'll be sad when it leaves.
Why would it ever leave?
We do it for Lent.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it'll be back. If you miss it, then it'll be back next year. Just anticipate its return.
See the shrimp?
Yeah.
For those who can't see, because it's on audio only. I'm making a mess. I'm like a child. I'm making a mess over here. All right.
That's
so,
the beauty of being here. And
Is
this
it?
podcast.
Oh, did I tell you about what happened to my Auntie Wig's car since we're on car subject?
No.
That Auntie Big Toe hit it?
No.
Do we even talk about Auntie Big Toe and Auntie Wig's?
We did mention them a little bit. So they are introduced to who they are and like Auntie Big Toe's finger or like I was gonna say finger.
Auntie Big Toe got a pterodactyl
Yeah,
foot.
that's what she
Okay,
called it.
that's her foot's is big. All right.
Yeah.
And she got this big old toe. It's just
Yeah.
huge. She can't wear no toe rings. She wear bracelets on the night. That's how big it is. So, hold on. So Auntie Wig's owns a wig shop, and she charges a lot of money for her wigs. Well, she went out and paid cash on a brand new Cadillac.
Ooh,
Now this
fancy.
it's a 23. She bought it in 23. And all of a sudden, she goes out there, and Auntie Big Toe has a big old, like, Oldsmobile Brougham from, like, 1980 something. Huge land yacht. She goes outside, and the car's, like, real close to her Cadillac. And there's a dent on the side. Or, back side. And she's like, Heifer, I know you did not just run into my car and then back up again. And she's like, no, you did not just sit there and accuse me of nothing. So next thing you know, they're having this big old argument. She's not going to pay for the damages. She's blaming Auntie Big Toe, and it just becomes a big old thing. And then my Uncle Pork Bottoms decides to get involved after he told me not to get involved because that's women's business. And so he wanted to get involved because he wants to bro him. He's been wanting that bro him for a while. Well, they finally kind of got it, kind of resolved a little bit. And then Uncle Pork Bottoms got into it one more time, and it just caused a huge mess. I love this environment that you can hear what's going on in the environment.
It's so unique compared to other podcasts. I feel like we're like a nice hybrid between like a radio environment and a podcast.
Well, exactly, because we're sitting in Pizza World, the restaurant, and normal everything's going on surrounding us.
Yeah, the owner's just about to make some more ice come out of the ice machine. It gets a little clogged.
Normally he blames me for touching it. I didn't even touch it today
It gets
at
a little
all.
clogged during our lunch rush because we have quite the lunch rush with a lot of kids from the local high school. And so it gets a little clogged. So in the afternoon, he comes out here and fixes the ice machine. So if you hear it, that's what's going on. Just our daily ritual. Do you like the crust on that shrimp Alfredo? It's so fluffy.
Y'all's crust is phenomenal to begin with. And you're right, because
It's so fluffy. It's my favorite thing.
is it?
Is our crust, yeah. I think crust
But,
makes or breaks a pizza.
But I also like the thin crust. Thin crust is fantastic
Yeah.
too. So, I'm sorry. I'm really eating.
You don't have to be sorry. That's the whole point. They signed up for this.
Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. All right, so
Sorry.
You guys are most annoying. Oh,
I had to call in and talk to Auntie Wiggs and Auntie Big Toe about this, and I got them to rectify the situation.
Look at you.
One pay half, the other one pay half.
That's reasonable.
It's reasonable, but come to find out, across the street had the cameras, and they had video where it wasn't Auntie Big Toe who smashed into the car. It was one of the clients that went there to buy a $5,000 wig and tapped it and then left.
Oh my goodness.
And they said the way the video was, it looked like that person did not realize they had tapped it. And so Auntie Wiggs has not apologized about that yet. And this just happened. And so Auntie Wiggs is like, she saw the video, but Auntie Wiggs is like, okay, well, and Auntie Big Toe is like, no, you owe me an apology. She's like, no, you owe me your money for half of it. She said, but I didn't hit the thing. She said, oh, we already agreed. And she said, well, that's your client. Why don't you get her to pay for that? But then I lose a customer. She said, you're about to lose a sister and a car. I'm going to blow it up. They got to remember, these women are in their 70s.
She's serious.
And she ain't playing.
Yeah, she means every word.
They both been to jail. They both have a record.
We need a family episode.
Man, I'm telling you what. Now, what was it else that you wanted me to talk about too? Because you brought up something.
Oh, you're going to be doing Kyle's wedding.
Yes. So Kyle, explain who Kyle is while I eat.
So we
pizza.
are a family-owned business in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and we all work in the shop. We all have our parts to play. The owner,
Do you work here?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, in the back, I guess. My dad and my stepmom are owners of Pizza World, and then my youngest brother is the corporate chef.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes up with these amazing recipes. Not all of them. Some of them come from corporate, but he does quite a bit. And then my other brother. He is a general manager here. His name is Kyle. And it's truly family-based.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in here most of the time. He works the night shift. My dad works the morning shift. And we love Ricky enough to sponsor his podcast, but also to invite him to DJ the wedding. It wasn't my. It's
That's
not
called
my
work. That's not invite me to the wedding. That's called working the wedding.
It's not my wedding. So.
No, Kyle did come to me. He was like, "I would love for you." This was in October, maybe. He came to me. And he's like, "I would love for you to DJ the wedding." Now, I'm a radio host for a radio station here in the area, and I told him, I said, "I've never DJ'd a wedding before."
You haven't?
I've never DJ'd a wedding.
That's what surprises me. I feel like you
Why?
could have. I don't know. You just have like a presence, and you're on the radio. I feel like somebody would have asked you.
No, I've never DJ'd a wedding. So I've been to weddings, I've seen it, but never done it.
That's awesome.
So, and usually I'm too busy behind the microphone at the radio station to do things like that. Plus live events, everything. Anyway, point is he asked, and I was like, well, let me find you somebody else who has experience, because I would rather somebody do it right, because since I've never done it before. So I contacted my buddy, and of all days, throughout the whole year, he's going to be in Vegas doing his own thing. And I was like, well, explicit word. So I called Kyle back, and I said, hey, look, you really want me to do this wedding? He said, yes. I said, all right, I'll do it. He said, how much? You're like family. I'll do it for free. I said, you feed me? We good. I'll do almost anything you feed me. So I'm supposed to be meeting with, I was supposed to meet him Tuesday so we can go over the music and what he wants to do and everything else, but I wasn't able to go. So we messaged each other talking about, hey, get a schedule, what you want, what kind of music you want, get it to me, and we'll just do all that, because the wedding is coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up quick. Do you have like a game plan? I'm interested, like what kind of stuff are you gonna play?
Well, if it's my decision, it's gonna be stuff from the 70s and 80s and all that. Now he loves Dave Matthews Band, so there's got to be some of that.
I feel you.
That he
Just because he's my brother, I do not share the same.
I mean, no, I like Dave Matthews Band.
I do too.
But
not as much though.
He wants to hear it 24 hours a day.
Yeah, he loves Dave Matthews.
And so, it's his wedding that he ain't paying for the DJ.
Are you gonna be all fancy, getting a tux, or what are you doing?
I haven't decided yet, because
Coming up.
I am a double leg amputee, as most people know, and I enjoy wearing shorts and showing my legs off, that I can walk really well. But this is a wedding, shorts is not appropriate. I was brought up in the Southern Baptist Church. We do not wear things like that to a special event that's holy, like a wedding. And so, because my grandmama told me up one time when I went to church one day and wear some shorts, and she pulled my little shorts down and told my behind up, and made me walk all the way back to her house, change into some slacks, and walk all the way back. I was 7 years old. She didn't care. She said, "You don't be coming into the house of God dressed like a hoodlum." No, amen. Spank, spank, spank.
So you learned your lesson.
I learned my lesson. So I'll probably wear something, but the focus is the bride and the groom. So we can't be outshining the bride and groom, right? So
It'd be easy to do with your personality.
well, I don't know. I mean, I can outshine them with my leg. I mean, I put some WD-40 on it, shine it up real quick. So anyway, I gotta get with him, because the date's coming up real quick.
Yeah.
And figure out what's going on with what he wants to do. What does he want to hear? How's his schedule gonna go? What's he want to hear for they seem non-traditional.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're gonna want to do the first dance as the married couple and all this other stuff. You know how it is.
Are you gonna get out on the dance floor?
Do I look like I had the body to be moving like that? If I started dancing and I went to the right, my fat would go to the left.
I mean, the whole point of the reception is to dance and have a good time. I just was wondering.
No,
I mean,
my
I know
chunky
you're in
self.
charge
No,
of the
I am
music
not
and
getting
stuff,
out there
but
dancing, make no fool
you're
of
not
myself.
You're not gonna do a little two-step or something up at the DJ?
No, I'm gonna take my legs off, and I'm gonna sit there on my chunky self, and I'm gonna just sit there. Okay, there is no is Ricky gonna dance? No, Ricky's not gonna dance. Like I said, we can't have him fat swaying all over the place, hitting the little children, and all this other stuff. And plus, I sweat. And do you realize when fat people sweat, what happens? We sweat Crisco. And so if I'm walking one way and somebody's walking behind me, they're gonna slip and slide right on down the aisle, and they ain't gonna be them. They're knocking over grooms and little bridesmaids, and everybody's crying and shit, snot coming out their nose and everything else, and it's not gonna be pretty. So no. Fair enough. Now, did that answer that question?
I think you
Ask
did.
me again if I'm gonna dance at the wedding. No.
All right.
That's it. All right.
Just thought-
Shame on you. You in
Hey,
timeout.
It's a wedding. That's one of the
But it's
things.
not mine. I did that.
You don't. I mean, people dance at other people's weddings all the time.
Not this one.
No.
No. I'm trying to save you people. And you're not paying attention, are you?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So you done got
I'll
me
stay
all.
far
I
away
need-
so I'm not like part of the domino effect. I keep going back to the big deal.
You know what? You're right. I just noticed that myself. It got cold, and even cold is good, which I love cold pizza anyway. Straight from the refrigerator.
I think pizza at any temperature is just fine.
But something about the pickle, it's actually better, or it enhances it as it gets cold.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
I knew what you'd like. I know what's good.
You don't know
You
me.
can't even admit it.
We talked about the shrimp Alfredo at first.
Yeah.
And I was all gung-ho because everybody's been telling me about how wonderful the shrimp Alfredo is.
Which it is really good.
Y'all, excuse me, I got manners. I don't want to talk with my mouth full, but So then all of a sudden they pushed that on me. I wanted the pickle one. They pushed the other one on me. So now I got both of them. So how's yours?
Amazing.
Is it amazing?
Amazing.
Okay.
The Big Dill is one of my favorites.
How are you?
But I really love the shrimp Alfredo too. It's only here for a limited time, so.
I had a coworker, and that's all he ever talked about when he come over here.
Pizza?
The pickle.
Oh, the Big Dill.
He loved the big deal one.
You know, a lot of kids like that. We get a lot of kids that order the Big Dill.
Well, I was the chunky child under that Thanksgiving table that grabbed the pickle jar juice and started drinking the juice out of it when I was a kid. So I love pickles too.
Yeah.
And so I can see why children would be loving the pickles. Now, when the eyeball comes sinking into the back of the forehead because of all the sodium in it, don't say nothing about your child, passing out. Because mine sure did. I remember I was sitting there, I was drinking it, just drinking and drinking. All of a sudden, I felt my left eye, and my left eye was like, okay, I think it's retreating to the back of my head. So it was that, and then it felt like your teeth gonna fall out and everything else. But this is good.
Yeah. I mean, that's the cool thing. Like, we get to sit here and talk about you and your life, but we at least the two of us, get to enjoy some really good food in the process. And hopefully people are listening to us either on the way to work or during their lunchtime, and they get to, have some food or...
You don't know when we're going on the air?
Yeah, we're going on the air on Monday. People listen to this all the time. Monday morning, they'll be posted, but they might wait till the afternoon, maybe lunchtime, so they can eat with you.
Yes, sir. Can we help you?
Look and see what you ate.
I'm just checking on our progress.
I had a piece of the shrimp Alfredo, which was great, but I'm really enjoying this pickle pizza.
For real?
Yeah, I'm surprised myself.
Because I was going to bring out some chicken, but
Oh, he said the C word. He was going to bring out
What you mean
chicken.
you gonna bring out chicken?
I was going to bring out chicken, but I don't know.
What kind of chicken?
Maybe
Like
next
just chicken,
episode
chicken?
we can bring out chicken.
That's okay. Oh, yeah. You used to say you can't have chicken.
Who said I can't have no chicken? You don't tell no Southern child that he can't have no chicken. I know you lost your mind, Roxanna Janahanna.
I just know that we're coming to the end of this episode.
Well, that
so-
might be the end of the episode, but don't be telling folks I can't have no chicken. You about to see somebody lose their damn mind.
Fair enough.
I sent a couple through just to
I'll
ease the pain.
I'll stand
I
down.
appreciate that.
I'll stand down.
You in timeout. Hold on.
I'll stand down.
What you say? You say you're going to give me some chicken.
I said I was going to send a couple pieces of chicken through just to ease your pain.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Don't you ever dictate to somebody not to give me no damn chicken. Do you hear what I said? Nah, did you hear what I said?
Fair enough.
That is against my religion. How dare you?
I'm sorry. I will never.
I got to pray. Hold on. Lord Jesus, and all this holy in the air, please do not take this one too early, because she has a purpose in this world, and please allow her to learn a lesson that chicken is holy, and that we will never say that you cannot have chicken to a southern child. Okay? Hallelujah. Amen. Bless every whatever. All right, there.
It's a cardinal sin. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You know what? I need.
Chicken first time bottom.
I need a moment.
I hope they heard that.
What is that?
He said chicken through first time bottom, which means he just put in your chicken into the oven.
What's the lingo? What is it?
Chicken through first time bottom. So chicken has to go through twice, and it's in our bottom oven versus our top.
That's fascinating. Chicken through first time bottom.
Mm-hmm. So that we know how many times it's gone through in what oven.
That's cool. My mama actually, when I was a kid, she worked 3 jobs, put food on the table, and 2 of those were restaurant jobs. And she would come home with all these lingos,
yeah.
and I absolutely loved it.
I love that, like, I don't know if it picked it up, but I love that we could hear it. Like, the atmosphere and everything. Like, we're going to learn, you and I are going to learn so much. Because even I don't know all the lingo.
Yeah, because I tell you what's really wonderful is when you're sitting here, and I don't know if the people can see this, but if you look past my shoulder, there's the toilet in the back, and people be coming out of it flushing the toilet. Well, we love hearing that.
I think the intro to your podcast explains that.
Well, you guys were the one talking about that was going to be my office in the studio.
Yeah.
No, I will say this.
We're trying to find a place that would be perfect for you.
The toilet's perfect for me. Go ahead, explain this one a little bit more.
That's not what I meant. And to be fair, this is our family table. This is the table that we use as a family and we always occupy. And so we decided that this would be the best. And it just so happens that you're behind the test ovens. And
that's wonderful. Yeah, thank you so
next
much
to the restaurant.
for not putting me in the bathroom next to the urinal.
I mean, we could. Do you want a whole office? We could. The acoustics are probably pretty good in there.
I tell you one. No, no, ma'am. And what you gonna do? Bring me food? And no.
We're trying to make this as homey as possible because at some point we're gonna get like a neon on-air sign for above you, and then don't forget we're gonna be carving your name into the wood.
You should turn that camera to the wood. Let the family see it. You want to see it, family? This is what they're gonna do. Okay? Do you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
They didn't even moisturize it or nothing. And what are they gonna do? Take the fingernail and just write my name in it?
Yeah, we're gonna put your name into the walls.
You gonna put my name in the wall?
You'll be a part of this place forever.
Is that right? Okay. Well, until that happens, I ain't seen it yet. Y'all been talking about it for years now.
It'll happen. Maybe we'll do it during the podcast or something.
During the podcast?
Who knows? We're okay with noise around here.
Yeah. I'd rather not hear if toilets flushing while I'm trying to eat my pizza, though, if that's okay. And it's my star back there? I haven't even looked.
It is.
Is it back there?
Your star's back there.
Oh, my goodness.
Because you're a movie star.
Oh, that's for another episode on that one.
We'll have to talk.
I don't know about a movie star.
We'll talk about it next episode.
You sure about it?
Yep. I checked the schedule. That's what we're going to be talking about.
See, funny thing is it's called Ricky's Big World, but I'm on her schedule, not mine. All right, it ain't got nothing to do. In fact, she just presented a big old schedule thing. She said, "Oh, this is what we doing. This is what we talking about. Don't even try to change it. You hear me? It's set in stone." That's what you said.
I didn't say it was set
And your
in stone.
forehead said it. Your lip didn't say it, but your forehead said it.
One of the things we talked about was, do you want to switch these topics?
What did he say?
goes, she was a difficult child, Ricky. See, this is the thing about having your family in the
That's her
restaurant.
daddy that just said, I believe the daddy over you. I do. I believe. I bet you were. Just a horrible child. You laughing, but I mean, please.
I have no comment.
It can't be worse than me, stripping off all my clothes at 5 and running down the neighborhood. So, that's how it is. But that's another
We're going to have
episode.
to add that to the list.
Yes. Well, look here. That's another episode of Ricky's Big World. Hope you guys enjoy. Please come back. We're going to leave the front door open. Bye.